5 signs your partner is in it for physical relationship, not love you. It's a real world with real truths that often hit us traumatically. Hearts are broken, lies are caught, and people are cheated by people who are close. Look for these 5 signs to prove yourself right or, hopefully, wrong. 1. Uncomfortable with sharing emotions. Distance on an emotional level with your partner can mean a lot of things, but, in this context, it can mean that either they have someone else with whom they are emotionally involved, or there is no one, not even you, who they think is close enough to share their emotions with. A romantic relationship in which sex is one of the many ways of expressing love does not lack sharing of feelings. But if the relationship is hollow and has nothing but bedroom intimacy, then the absence of emotional sharing is not absurd, because why would you, for instance, tell the candy seller you are sad when all you want from him is the candy? You will see no point in being personal with them. That is how people who are in the relationship for sex think. Get the candy, ignore the candy seller. 2. They have a history of short-term relationships. Their inability to keep a relationship going for a long time can be a sign of their dishonesty too. It can be any one of these. They might leave their partners to avoid being the one to take the pain of heartbreak. They do it more often so as to never get too attached to anyone, which can be due to their emotional insecurity. They think it is thrilling. Whatever the reason is for which they have had short relationships, it can help you assess your current situation. This sign might not be enough on its own to judge their intentions, but it does give you a hint. There is no harm in feeling like maybe they will love you like they have never loved anyone, but you surely don't want to be used for sex and later left with your expectations crushed. If you know their history, use it for your own good. 3. Available for nothing but physical relationship. This is probably the most common and the strongest sign. You will find them making excuses for not attending events like family dinners, birthday parties and picnics, etc. They will almost always have a reason not to accompany you in such social events, but as soon as it comes to cozying up in bed, they will say yes. They will agree to go on dates with you for what comes after it's over, sex. Some of such partners might even accompany you to certain parties to make it look like they are interested in you, but they are just playing the long game for pursuit of nothing but sex. On the other hand, some might not even care to make it look like they are interested. Date? Nope. Sex? Sure. This sign is the easiest to detect. 4. You did it when you didn't want to. One sign of your partner being in the relationship for nothing but sex is that you find yourself having had sex even when you did not want to, in the first place. It is when you clearly tell them that you are not in the mood right now or any other reason for not having it, but they convince you anyway that you know that something is not right. If they cared enough about your mood and your emotions, a single no would have sufficed to make them understand your denial. But, since they don't give a damn about anything but sex, they constantly try to turn your no into a yes. It is a serious problem, other than being a sign of their disinterest, which should be dealt with as soon as possible. 5. Everything has to be dirty. You will notice them trying to make everything about sex. It's fine to playfully flirt and fool around at times in a fun relationship, but when everything has to be dirty because they say so, it gets problematic. When random texting where you are trying to talk serious turns into flirting every single time, it's a sign for you. When they are never okay with just sitting or cuddling while watching a movie but always want to turn it off and have sex instead, it's a sign for you. Sex is a vital part of every relationship, yes, but emotional contact is just as necessary, and if they fail to show that they understand this fact, it means that they are only in it for sex, that all they expect from the relationship that you take so seriously revolves around sex and sex only.